Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special interview we've got with Sincere Haynesworth. We're so excited to have you on. Thank you for joining us today so we can get to know our newest local Saints player a little bit better.
Yeah, thanks for having me, for sure.
Absolutely. So I'm really excited to get to talk to you and learn a little bit more about you. Obviously, we know some things about you, but like with the whole Tulane, which has been super exciting. A ton of people already know you from that. But let's go into the most recent news, which is you finished college, your career there, and then draft comes up. You're an undrafted. And then tell me about what happens when you hear from the Saints that they want to bring you on.
Yeah, so my agent gave me a call and, let me know that the Saints had, called and made an offer for me. And, it was just a hell of an opportunity to be able to, one, stay home, and two, have a shot to play at the next level. It's what you dream of, whether it's a draft pick or undrafted free agent. You still get that opportunity and a shot. So just very exciting. And then, leading up to pre-draft, I was able to speak a little bit with some of the staff and coaches, and I had my local day and pro day at the Saints facility. So just being able to continue those conversations and see some familiar faces, it was awesome.
Absolutely. And so, did you already know going into the draft, like the Saints, did they give you kind of a game plan on what they were going to, be trying to do after the draft, or were you just completely surprised throughout the whole process?
It was all kind of a big surprise. It's you get feedback from different teams and different people all saying they're interested, but you never know what's going to happen or how things are going to shake out. So it was a surprise, but it was a pleasant surprise for sure.
Sure. And I mean, I would imagine that there's a ton of emotions and just trying to be patient and just, hope for the best. But what is that? What is that kind of emotional roller coaster like when the draft starts and you're just waiting? I mean, it's got to feel like every day lasts an eternity.
Yeah, it was a long time coming, but luckily I had a lot of friends and family around to, just help take my mind off of things and, have some conversation. I was also keeping myself busy, just kind of taking draft notes, seeing like who went where, what new additions are on what team, and if I were to get picked up by that team, like what would my competition look like and things like that. So, just kind of trying to stay busy while still enjoying myself. It's still, and while it's nerve wracking, it's, it's what you dream for. It's what you worked for, your entire life. So just kind of enjoying that day and enjoying being in that position.
And then to be called by the Saints, like you said, you get to stay home. How important is that to you?
It's everything. I don't have to, worry about moving things across the country. I've got such a great support system here. I was still able to, graduation commencement was actually this past weekend. So I was able to see a bunch of my friends graduate, and, they had some get togethers for graduation, and I was able to just pop out for a little bit and, say what's up to them and congratulate them. So, to be at home, it's, a really big deal, and it's a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I think, what a lot of people's dream would be. So that's fantastic that it worked out for you. And I know you played high school in Texas, and then you had several offers to several different schools. So going back to then, walk me through a little bit about your process and how you decided to settle on Tulane.
Yeah, so Tulane was, by far one of my best offers as far as academics. Academics is something that's really important to me and my mom, of course. And then still the opportunity to play really good ball. The American Athletic Conference is a great conference, even before all the realignments and stuff. You get an opportunity to play some really great teams, and then you get to also play some Power Five teams as well. So it was a great opportunity for me to, have a great academic career and still pursue a meaningful college playing career as well. So it was between Tulane and Navy, and Tulane just won my heart as soon as I was able to visit, and the rest is history.
Yeah. And I mean, were you surprised at how Tulane football has become so popular and so well known and I mean just generated a much bigger fan base? Were you expecting that or were you just hopeful that that would come with the territory?
It was all part of the plan. I had a bunch of my friends and teammates whenever I committed my junior year to Tulane. A lot of them asked me kind of why Tulane, and Tulane hadn't had a bunch of success, and I would always tell them, like, just give us a few years. Before I even got there, I was like, give us a few years. Like, we're gonna make it happen. And to see all that come to fruition, and to be able to work for that and be a part of that change, it meant everything to me. So it was a cool transition.
Yeah, it's been great seeing that. And I mean, with you being a big part of that, it's got to be fun to know that people know you from Tulane and now they're going to know you in your professional career starting here with the Saints. So, I mean, that's big time. And we're so happy that you're still here to get to enjoy that. So, one thing I always ask the pro guys and college guys is, what advice would you give to high school kids who, like, this is their dream too? I want to go to college as the first step and then, get drafted, whether it's football or whatever sport they're playing. So what advice or what would you say was a key to your success growing up?
For me, I would say just kind of doing the things that I feel as a high school athlete, and then even going into college as well. It's easy to get distracted, and it's very easy to be discouraged to do the uncommon things that it takes to be an elite athlete, to get to where you want to go. While other people may be wanting to just do other things and kind of go off and just have a little bit of fun, you got to make some sacrifices, because at the end of the day, you've got a pretty big goal ahead of you. It's not an easy job, and if it were, a lot more people would be able to accomplish it. So to just be comfortable with making those sacrifices, be comfortable with doing uncomfortable things, and to get where you want to go, because it's not an easy task at all, and it's going to take a lot of sacrifice. So be comfortable with that. Don't ever be down on yourself for having to miss some big moments, some fun moments. It's all part of it, and you'll be really happy in the end and proud of yourself in the end of it.
Oh my gosh, that is the best advice ever. Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
so good. I hope every kid hears that, because you're right that you do have to make sacrifices. It's not just like, I mean, just to make it at any stage of a college athlete is extremely rare. And then, I mean, to go pro like you have now, I mean, it's in such elite company. So, and you're right. If it was easy, everybody would just be able to do it. So I think that is fantastic advice. And I'm going to make sure my kids for sure hear what you had to say about that. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Louisiana sports and the fans. And they're so passionate here. They can love you one day and hate you the next. And certainly with you being around here, you've seen and heard probably plenty on Saints last season. And so going into this year, fans, they want more wins, and hopefully it's better than it was last year. So what are you hearing? What are your expectations out of the Saints season this year?
To be honest, I'm just looking to make sure I make the team, and I can, do what I can to make sure that I can contribute in some way to the Saints. So I can't make any promises or speak for anyone else. I just gotta, continue working my hardest and doing everything I can to, make the squad, and, do what I can to be of value to the team in any way. So, I can't make any promises or expectations there, but, just to know that I'm working hard, and I know a lot of the guys on the team, everybody on the team is working hard as well.
So what do you, like, your typical day look like right now? I know right before we started, you were saying you've been studying the playbook. And so what preparation is going into that ultimate goal of making, the final roster?
Yeah, so right now, just like you said, a ton of studying, making sure that it's a smooth transition from becoming a college athlete to a pro athlete, making sure we've got all of our rookie development meetings with our player personnel guys, or all that stuff. So just making sure the transition from college to pro is smooth, and then understanding the work ethic it takes and what it takes to be a pro, the hours you have to put in, and really finding the balance between becoming a pro athlete and making sure you're not overdoing it, and you're still allowing yourself room to enjoy it, because at the end of the day, it is a job. This is what this is life. This is the profession now. So finding that healthy balance between, I'm giving it my all and going above and beyond, and also giving myself a chance to breathe. So, it's been fun to see just how the switch is. And you think from going from college to the pros, you think you understand, you hear all the stories about the difference, but you don't really truly know until you can experience it. So it's been really fun.
What have been some of those differences? Is it in types of complicated plays, or what are some of the things that you've noticed that are, kind of a step above the college level now?
The biggest thing that I've noticed is just the speed of the game, and that comes with every level. Is the speed of the game increases, but now you're among the elite company, you're among the best of the best. So picking things up, learning things fast, it all happens so fast, and it's a challenge, but it's what you desire as an athlete, as someone who wants to be a pro. Just the speed of things and the challenge of it all, and being able to embrace it. It's so cool seeing just a locker room full of guys just always willing and ready to embrace a challenge. They don't want anything easy. They don't want anything to be, slight. It's always like, bring on the challenge. What more can we do? How can we make this better? And it's such a cool experience to see, an entire locker room full of guys like that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. I'm so happy for you, and I just feel like you deserve good things. So I hope that you end up making that final roster, and we're all going to be cheering for you. Tulane's cheering for you. Like, the city has definitely got your back on this. So I'm so happy for you, and I really appreciate your time today to sit down and talk with us and let everybody get to know you a little bit better and the process that you're going through now.
Absolutely, thank you so much. And I love the city and I love the fans. So I'm gonna keep doing everything I can to make you guys proud. So that's awesome.
Awesome, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time today, and hope everybody follows you. What's your X handle so they can go follow you?
So on X, I actually lost my X account a long time ago.
Oh no.
But my Instagram handle is just my name, at Sincere Haynesworth. So
Okay, cool. Good. Well, go follow him and make sure that you follow the Kneaux also. And appreciate your time, Sincere. Have a great day.
you too. Thank you so much.